Well, hello, Rachel. We are out here at Lake Decatur, and this is the monument for the 9/11 that they built out here. It actually has a piece of the World Trade Center in it. And we are using iPhone 13 Pro in a wide angle lens. I am testing it out here to see how well my reception is now that I'm with a different carrier. So, well, hello, Lynn. Welcome. So yeah, this is the monument that they built out here, and I'll walk a little closer so you could see the. So right, I can get my finger in there. Right there is a piece of the World Trade Center. So usually when I come out here, I don't have good reception because I was with AT&T, and now I'm with Verizon, and now we're using this beautiful iPhone 13 Pro. So I hope the picture quality is great. It should be in 1080p. So if you are not watching in 1080p, please change your cog. I am going through the app live now. Yesterday I was live at home and I was using Prism, and everybody said that it looked fantastic. So I'm trying to get my bearings of what's across from the lake here. So let's see, right over there you might see a white building. I don't know if I can zoom in or not. Let's see if I can zoom in. There we go. So right there is the Children's Museum, and then along that area over there is the zoo. And like right over in there is the train bridge for the zoo, which I do have that on my channel. You just have to look for it. So well, great. I'm glad it is. They said that the iPhone 13 has great camera, so far it's been pleasing me. So I'm going to try and walk as far as I can to show you guys this area over here. This park actually used to really have a lot of people here all the time. And then, of course, over the years, everybody's moving away from Decatur. And there's really not much to do over here anymore. Now with the pandemic going on, people just don't get out and do much. This little spot right here, it used to be kind of raised up right there. And when I was in a band, we used to hold little concerts right here. And it was like right after the 4th of July. And we'd do little free concerts right here. And then one year we had done it at a pavilion up here that I'll get to. And we had a lot of people show up to that. We even had bands from out of state show up to it, and all different kinds of music. And so because we weren't creating revenue for the park, they decided to shut it down, and they really kind of made everybody mad because everybody was kind of enjoying themselves. kid is going to, yes, he is. He's going to get bit, so if he's not careful. This here used, boy, my voice has really been cracking lately. So, yeah, this building right here used to be a food place. And, of course, you know, it all went to hell after the 1980s. And so hopefully these geese up here won't try to attack me, because I don't trust geese. And then we'll come up here to the Devon Amphitheater that they built. And I think the last concert that they just had out here, they had, what is his name? The guy in Dances with Wolves, Kevin Costner. Apparently he has a band and he sings, and he was the last person that played out here. I did not know he had a band. I looked him up on YouTube and I was like, wow, I didn't know the guy could sing. But I don't know how laggy this is, so you guys might be still back there at the water. Yeah, that's right. It sure was. So we're coming up to the new Devon Buffett Amphitheater. I told Debbie that I was going to be live, and apparently she doesn't care to watch, so. What a wife, isn't she? So I hope the everything is stable, that I'm not cutting in and out, because usually when I get over here, that's when it starts cutting in and out. But anyway, this here is the new Amphitheater Theater that they built. And let's come over here and see who's going to be playing. Okay, well, let's see here. Well, nobody this month, so anyway, this is who was supposed to be playing here during this time right here. It looks like a lot of tribute bands on this side here. And so, yeah, I mean, it looks like they have like a movie night out here. They probably drop a screen down and all that. Well, here we go. So, September. Well, September's over with, so it looks like all their stuff is done and over with. And as you can see, they were supposed to have the Gin Blossoms play. And see, it looks like a 3 Dog Night was supposed to be here or something. But, you know, I don't come out this way, so I don't know who's doing what. Looks like they had... oh, let me get this down here. It looks like they had Diamond Rio play. And... so yeah, get this back up here. So that was pretty cool. So if you don't know who the Buffetts are, they are a billion-dollar family, and I don't think they're related to Jimmy Buffett. They might be, but anyway, they had, of course, donated the money to build this thing. We're going to climb up this here hill. So I hope my signal's good. If it is, great. Just let me know if I cut in and out. And because usually when I'm walking along in this area, this is when I start cutting in and out. So yeah, it was. So hopefully next year, when majority of this pandemic's over with, people will start coming out here more and spending time out here. So we're going to come over here to what they call the Chinese rock garden, even though there isn't much rock. But here's a squirrel. Hi, squirrely. So look at that. So is my reception still good, or am I cutting in and out? Yeah, I don't know if he's related to Jimmy Buffett, but so let's come down here to what they call the Chinese. I don't know why they call it the Chinese rock garden, but they were actually redoing this garden down here last time I come down here with my son. Let's pan this down a little bit. I'm so happy that so far this thing is working out great. So we're going to turn here, and I want to start in a different spot. Yeah, it looks like they're done redoing what they got. They got a waterfall going down there. I can hear it. I got the sun in my face, so it's kind of hard to audio is right on point. Well, good. So far I'm freaking happy. So I now have on my channel a community page. So if you haven't gone on my channel and checked out my community page, please do so. Leave a comment or a like or whatever, because now YouTube has allowed me to have a, so here's that. So there it is from this angle here. So apparently there's a screen right there, and they run movies on there to certain nights. So I don't know if the movies are free or what. So, but this used to be a parking lot, is what this used to be down here, and then you would come up this way, and this is what you would see over here. This is that little garden that we're gonna go to here. I used to sit up here during 4th of July and watch the fireworks. Now see, everybody's missing a good thing, so they're gonna have to watch the replay. And this was kind of an impromptu live stream, because I just decided I was charging my gimbal, and it took a couple hours for it to charge because I was going to be on earlier. So this is what we used to call the troll bridge right here. And we'll look out this way here first. Yeah, they have totally redone this brick wall, and we can look out from this side here. But I just had to get a new phone. In fact, when I was taking my cable or my internet box back to Xfinity, because I got a new one, and he started talking about phones, and I really wasn't interested of getting one yet. And he started talking about it, and I said, okay, let's take a look. And I wanted the Pro Max, but they didn't have it. So I went ahead and got the Pro, and I kept saying 132 gig, but it's not. It's 256 gig. So yeah, I got plenty of room on here to do my videos and all that stuff. So, but we'll come down here in this little path. Okay, good. But they are like billion-dollar family or something like that. They got a lot of money. So yeah, here we go. Wow, they even got lily pads in there. Let me get this thing set right. There we go. That's pretty cool, isn't it? Got some lily pads in there. Yeah, so they had spent the summer redoing all this and redoing all this wall. Check out this other little waterfall they got going here. So yeah, this is pretty cool here. Oop, let me get my camera right. That's pretty cool. I think I was live about 4 in the afternoon Central Time yesterday, so and then they have like different variety of plants in here, and it would have been cool if they kept it going, or at least put something down here or something like that. So so all right, well, let's continue on. Since my signal is good, because I'm actually kind of down real low. There is a tower nearby, and my own other phone for some reason would not pick up that tower, and I was just like right across the street from it. And but maybe it's a Verizon tower, so I think they could probably put a little bit more in here. I'd put some statues in here or something like that. Yeah. But they're going to have to add more to it. So it's a little plain. You know, they need some more stuff out here. You know, put some statues or something in here. So now that I know this is doing pretty good here, my next one will be out there towards or across the lake to the zoo, and then I'll redo the Chinese, or the, I don't know what, it's some kind of garden out there. It's got a one of those gates, Torii gate, Japanese garden, I guess you'd call it. And so I'm glad the reception is doing good so far. Oop. If I quit moving this stupid thing, let me get this set. I don't have the app synced with my phone yet, so yeah, this thing has been here for, God, forever. I wouldn't be surprised it ain't been here since maybe the early 1900s, late 1800s, whatever. Yeah, they do. The leaves are slowly starting to change. I got a jacket on today. Wow, the sky looks really blue in my phone. It must be a certain setting that I have on this, because now it's made the sky look really, really blue. But we're gonna walk over here to the new water park that they built, which has lots of things that they offer. So they got a water slide and I don't know, all the different kinds of water stuff, and then they got a batting cage and a miniature golf and all kinds of stuff over here. Yeah, exactly. Decatur's not the greatest place to promote themselves, let's put it that way. They used to be, but now we got some people that I think are just into themselves to make money for themselves, and instead of promoting and getting people in the city. We used to have over 100,000 people living here, and now we're down to half of that. Due to Firestone being gone, I think 2 other plants are gone. So all we're down to is ADM and Caterpillar and Tate and Lyle are the big places here. Yeah, and it's actually bluer on my phone than it actually is. So, but I got this in wide angle, in the wide angle lens, so that way you can see more. Yeah, Decatur's pretty much known as the little Chicago anymore, so. Except for we don't have a lot of the stuff that Chicago has. Except for the crime. So as you can see off in the distance, the big tall water slide that they built. Last time I come out here, the reception was really crappy and I kept going in and out, in and out. I don't think that's probably doing that now this time. So, and the funny thing is, just right over there is a tower. See, right? Let's see if I can see it in here. Come on, there, get over there. Like right there is a tower. Now I'm getting hot wearing this jacket. So this part right here is you get on like an inner tube type thing, and you're basically just floating along this little area. It's just like a little floaty thing. And of course there's your big water slide. Well, I don't know if Julie Moore is a decent one, but I think the only reason why people voted for her because she was on a news person on the TV, so. Our last one passed away, so. Okay, let me get this thing set right. And I think I'm thinking like right there is a pool. I think that's a pool there. I could be wrong. I've never been inside here, just on the outside of it. But as you can see, it's pretty tall up there. I'm sure it's pretty fun. And I didn't have my phone charged all the way to 100%. It was like on, I don't know, 83. So now I'm down to 74%. And that's another reason why I needed to get a new phone. So, because my battery on my last phone was crap. Yeah, they have people do races down here, and of course you can see it. They got to tell you maybe how fast you're going, or who won, or whatever. So yeah, there's, you know, the big people slide, and there's the little kids stuff over there, and there's that tower that should have picked up my phone and didn't. So with this being 5G, we should be doing great. We'll walk out this way. And then there's the name of it, Splash Cove. They did have a fight here. They had some people that rented this place, and there was a big fight or something, and I guess those family members of both sides all got banned from this place. Yeah, so that's the swimming pool right there. So they had to close down the pool at the other park that I go to just to build that. And then you can rent out this part of the building right here, and have little parties or whatever. And of course, there's your little play area that you bring your little kids to play. Let's walk up this way. And then of course you got a little climbing area over here. And you got, I imagine only this side over here is opened up. And because you know, you got your miniature golf that's over here as well, and then you got a place over here that you can climb around on, and there's a batting cage over here. This road here will take you, if you head back that way, will take you to the airport. Got a place in here called Simply Southern. That's new. That wasn't in there before. And of course, Mr. Softy. I never had Mr. Softy before. Maybe I'll come out here sometime and check out their place. They're probably closed at the moment. And then this is where you go for your miniature golf. Stop up here. So this is where your miniature golf area is. I haven't played miniature golf for quite some time. And here's a deer with a bunch of recycled trash in there. I don't know what the point of that is in there, but here, we'll pan down to this here sign. And then pause and read, pause and read. I bet you that golf course is pretty fun. I haven't played for quite some time. And then right up here, they had put in some little play musical stuff that you can get in here. I was gonna make a video out here one day, and I kind of watched it, and I was like, man, I erased it all. It was pretty crappy. So yeah, so here you got, if I can get this stupid gimbal to work proper. There we go. So yeah, I got a little mouse here. And more little things here. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty cool. So we'll walk around here to the other side, because this is kind of take me over to the batting cage. I don't know what the prices are. I didn't look. The bad thing about miniature golf courses is you don't get enough staff to come out here and sweep off the course, and then you're running into all kinds of different obstacles. Nothing like animals standing on top of other animals. We do have, of course, the Children's Museum here, which will be in my next live, because I'll come out here this coming weekend, if it's not raining, and go across the lake, and we'll go out by the Children's Museum and the Japanese garden out there. And yeah, if I got a good reception here, then I'm going to have a good reception over there, because this one here, when I came over here, it just kept starting and stopping and starting and stopping, and it was driving me nuts. And then I think my application shut down. So, but yeah, it's a pretty good size. And then, let me see, I think the batting cage is coming up. So it's around the bend here. This actually used to be a golf course, and they closed down the golf course, and which they really kind of pissed off a lot of people when they did that. And they built this. So there's that. Let me pan up here. So there's that little climby thing over there. Give people something to do. I'm sure you're probably, I don't know, strapped onto something up there so you don't fall. But here's the batting cage right here. So eventually one day I'll come out here and experience all this. So here's your batting cage. Don't know if it's open or not. Could be, just people don't feel like doing that. So now we're gonna have our journey walking back. This weather's kind of making my nose run. All right, we got 3 people in the house. I know I don't get a lot of people because most of my subscribers, you know, they're all Filipino. So if they're in the Philippines, they're in bed asleep now because it's probably, I don't know, maybe 1 o'clock in the morning or something. And if they're in another country, I don't know what time it is there, so. Words does not tell me I'm having any problems, so that's a good thing. So far I'm very happy and pleased that I made the purchase that I made for my channel. And if you guys didn't watch my live stream yesterday, I kind of revealed a bunch of stuff. I did make another Facebook account, which I didn't want to, but there was a reason for that. And nobody has asked to join my Facebook account. You don't have to if you don't want to, but it is under my name, John McKee. It has my logo for John McKee's World Network on there. It's just for my YouTube account. And I'm going to try and do a live on Instagram and see how well that happens. And I'm going to be buying stickers here soon, and I'm going to get my clothing line going on. And they got rid of the aprons. My wife was very upset about that because I was going to put her logo on the apron. So I got to find another company that does that. Let me turn this stupid thing around. There we are. Hold this thing way out here. I got the sunlight in my eyes, and which really sucks. So I got to do this in order to see comments, and but we'll get off my ugly mug here so you can see where I'm marching. If I can turn this stupid thing around. There we are. So my channel's happening slowly. I gained more subscribers today and I think yesterday, and I'm on my road to 1,000 subscribers, and on my road to be monetized. And because I can't use Teespring to link to my account because Teespring is associated somehow with YouTube, so they only will deal with people who are monetized. Now I can go ahead and go through them, and then I'd probably have to send off a link to everybody and say, hey, you know, go to my store, and so on and so forth. But as for putting it on my YouTube channel, I can't do that until I'm monetized. Yeah, these trees, I think, are, there's walnut trees in here, and acorn trees, and so I'm trying to be careful because I'm stepping all over shells and stuff like that. So here, let me pan this down a bit. I'm driving the squirrels mad because they're trying to get their food. But up here, we'll walk up that way before I head back to my truck, and I'll show you what else they built out here. Oh, that's much better. Even though I'm hot in this jacket, I shouldn't have wore it. But I figured being out here by the lake, it would be a lot cooler because it is slightly windy out. Yesterday it was really windy out, so I'm glad the picture quality is great. I hope it didn't start and stop on me, and the sound is great, so on and so forth. So, but I'll find out once I rewatch all this. I'll take your word for it. Yeah, I don't come out here during the 4th of July because there's just so many people and so many cars, and it would take you literally an hour to an hour and a half to get home because of the traffic, and I'm not into that. So I'm off tomorrow. I got to take my son to a test tomorrow, so I took a personal day, and we'll get that part and over with. I got shutdown coming up next month, starting on the 5th of November, and I think that's like pretty much the whole month, and I'll be working 10 to 12 hour shifts every day when that happens. So I'm trying to get my live streams in. Hopefully this coming weekend will be as beautiful as this. Now this house up here, I don't know if they are a caretaker of this place or what. That's been there for as long as I can remember. But this all used to be a golf course over here. It was a pretty good sized golf course, and with a lot of people moving out of Decatur, there wasn't as many people golfing anymore. So there's only 2 of them left. There's one out in Forsyth, and then there's a new one that they built that a lot of people tell me that it sucks. So, and they don't understand why they kept that one and not one of these others. I'm definitely gonna get my walk in today, and I still gotta mow my yard yet. I don't know if you can hear that wind. I'm sure you probably can. This direction heads you to northwest. So the wind's coming out of the northwest. Let's see if we can walk a little faster here. And if you're getting a lot of wind noise, I'm sorry about that. right, now we're coming up to another area that they built over here. Yes, I'm getting a little winded. They made it into disc golf course. And here's the map of where all these things are at, which is pretty cool, I guess, if you're good at throwing a frisbee. Here's some exercise equipment. Now this exercise equipment is the same type of exercise equipment you'll see in like Thailand, which is what I thought was pretty neat that they... So I'm going to show you the floor on this. So yeah, this flooring kind of moves. It's really cushiony, so I guess if you fall on it, you hopefully don't get hurt. So yeah, so Thailand has the same type of equipment out in their parks as we do here, except for ours is just a little newer. Some of their parks, they are putting new ones in, and it's pretty cool. And then of course over here where this fenced in area is, this is a new dog park that they put in, and you have to go to the park district office and you have to purchase like a card or something in order for your dog to even go in there. We were going to go to the one at Fairview Park one day, and the door was locked, and we seen that you had to have a card in order to get in. So I thought that was pretty sad that you got to pay for your dog to play. So that was the other thing they built over here. So now we're just gonna walk back this way to where my truck is. I'll tell you what that COVID shot's done with me, and I don't know if it's done it with anybody else, but it's made my lips dry a lot and given me cotton mouth. So it's kind of hard for me to speak sometimes since that does that. And it happens even more when I got my mask on. We get up here across the road, I'll give you a little history of this hill that's right here, what used to be here. Don't follow my ass. Okay, so the last thing that was sitting up here on this hill was miniature golf course. Used to be a place called Paul's Putting Place that used to be up here on this hill. Until they built that place that we just looked at, and they closed us down. Well, Paul wanted to retire anyway, so that was another reason why they had to build a new putting place. So by looking at this, you would think, okay, there was a putting place up here. Yes, there was. Also, before that, back in the, I don't know how far back it went. It could have been the 50s. I know it was here in the 60s and a little bit in the 70s. There used to be a carnival up here. I never got to go to the carnival, and because I think they closed down shortly after we moved here. So I was born in Taylorville, Illinois, back in 1968. We moved here in 73, 74. And so yeah, I never got to, I think this is it. Nope, you know what? It might be. This isn't the hill. That's the hill. I thought it looked a little too not flat enough. So I told you wrong. Actually, that gazebo right there, if I don't make your eyes go all Google, that gazebo right there, a friend of mine got married there. Actually, my guitar player, singer of a band that I was in got married there. So we're gonna go up this hill. I think all your big main rides and got rid of old and built some new and abandoned this, abandoned that, and don't know how to promote themselves. Now I got to be careful going down this hill. And you'll see me going tumble, tumble, tumble. All right. You can look at the Lake Decatur as I'm going down the hill. Now all these boat places here, these are all private boat docks, and I'm assuming you would probably have to know somebody in order to join their club. Come over here to my truck. Mine's the one on the left. If you don't know what my truck looks like, it's rusting away because of the state. Especially in the winter time when they salt the ground for ice, and that salt just eats metal and so on and so forth. So it was a really nice truck when I bought it. So let me get over here to this picnic table. Let me turn this around. There we go. Sit over here. Put this on a stand. Put my little feet out here. There we go. Put this down some. Uh-oh. She said I was cutting in and out. Well, darn. Well, we're down to 58%, so my hand's killing me holding this thing. I'll turn this around, you can see the lake. Now just right, if I can point to it, right there is the Children's Museum. So hopefully when I go over there, across the lake to this area right over here, I won't cut in and out. All right. Well, everybody,